Ahoy there! Right, epoxy, Sprayhood, doodad thingies. Today's the day. For once, the weather has actually turned nice when it was supposed to go raining, so it's worked in my favour for once. What I'm going to do is, I have these oak plugs, and I have PC11, which is an epoxy which will cure underwater, and it bonds and all sorts of stuff. It's good stuff, Google it. I have a dustpan for mixing it in because I don't have anything else, a sacrificial spoon and a sacrificial pencil, and with this I'm going to create something amazing, or it's all going to go tits up. Either way, it's going to be fun. Let me show you the stuff. So I've drilled these out at 10mm, and I've dug out all of the wet stuff in there. It's very localized just here, and because of the shape of this and that it's on the corner, there's no structural concerns there at all. So that's cleaned out. I also wobbled the other one and it was loose, so I've decided to do that one as well. I'll show you that one so you can see the difference on this one. How this is all nice dry wood rather than the wet stuff on the other side. There's also multiple holes on here, so this has clearly been an issue before, but we'll get all them filled in. First thing first, mix some epoxy madanga stuff. Good at this YouTube malarkey, aren't I? Right, suppose I better put the camera somewhere. We'll figure it out. I'll probably voice over this bit because there's wind and stuff. Too small. I've really messed this up. Oh no. Oh, what is my life? I'm an idiot. So my first mistake was checking that the plugs fit in the holes, which they don't, which means I can't get them in, and the epoxy's in there now. It's setting. There's nothing I can do to stop that. So basically what I'm going to do is allow that epoxy to set, sand it off flush, re-drill the holes bigger and do something else. Or I just drill straight through the epoxy. I mean, what difference does it make? It doesn't need to be wood, does it? Let's just stick it in the other one and screw it. It'll work. Right, while all that epoxy and absolute mess is curing over the next few days, I'm going to do some other jobs. So I shall take this opportunity to show you my bed. I sleep in the salon, living room, this couch. I like being up against something, so I like leaning against this backrest while I'm asleep. I know I could use a 4-peak, but I just store stuff up there. So yeah, problem with the bed is that the seat cushions dinting in, because obviously I'm fat. They're not really made for it. They're only quite thin and probably quite old. But the biggest problem is the bottom one is wet through. I've not wet the bed, not this time, I don't think. And it's creating mould underneath the bottom of the seat cushions. So what I'm going to do is rip all this out, put some slats on there, some bed slats, and put an actual mattress on there, memory foam mattress, and hopefully that'll sort everything out. Yeah, so I'm going to get on and do that, but I'm not going to show everything because it's just a bit of a boring job, innit? So I'll strip the bed back, get some stuff out of the way, start cutting some stuff, do some stuff and stuff. Alright, yeah, stuff. So I've taken the doodad off, and I don't know if it'll come out on camera, but that is absolutely wet through. This is literally globs of water, and that was underneath the cushions and stuff, which obviously just breeds mould. So the bottom of that cushion, which was the bottom one, is utterly disgusting with slimy, horrible mould, and I don't want to sleep on that, and neither should anybody else. So that's why I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do is measure the distance between the dooberries, cut up the doodad, put it on there. The offcuts I may put underneath the slats and raise it up even more to create more of an air gap, and then cut the mattress down, put it in, bada bing bada boom, make a mattress cover for it, and all will be right with the world, or something, probably, maybe. Let's get on with that. I did a thinking. So one cool little feature of my boat is that this back here actually drops down and extends the width of the bed, and it sort of goes up into the hull a bit more and along. Do I have a bigger bed? I suppose if I cut it bigger, I can always cut it smaller if I don't like it again. Yeah, we'll have a bigger bed. Right, let's do that. A bit more complex measuring, but let's do that. Et voila, this is the concept. Obviously, they're all too long. I need to cut them down. I was thinking I'd have to measure each one and blah blah blah, but it turns out there's enough give in that stringy ding that I can just pull them forwards to the shape of the hole there, and then I can just mark them along this straight edge. Raz them off with a little baby saw that I bought the other day, exactly for this purpose. Check this out. A little dinky boat saw. How good's that? Yeah, so I'll get these marked, I'll get up onto the pontoons and I'll get sawing. You don't need to see me sawing, it's just a fat man bent over sweating. No.
And as if by movie magic, with a lot of sawing and only a little bit of swearing, bed slats. So, I put these on the wonk just so they clear the foldy metal hinges, which shouldn't make any sort of material difference because the gaps are sort of evened out. I've stapled this one, as you can see, thus, on the top, and this one's on the bottom. No doubt that's going to cause me a massive headache at some point in the future, but the future is guaranteed to nobody, so I won't worry about it. Now I've got to try and scribe in along that dewberry for the shape of the mattress. Oh! I could put the bed slats on top of the mattress and mark around it with a marker and then just cut it off to that, couldn't I? Seems legit. I might have a go at that. We'll see. I might have cocked up. I remember now why I wanted the back up. It's because I usually like sit back and put my feet on the opposite side. But anyway, I've put it on. Obviously I've left it full size for the time being, and it does actually go up into the hull. There's obviously a bit of a void there, but it's one of those mattresses you need to let puff up for ages. So I'm going to let it puff up. And then I don't want it to touch the hull at that side for the simple reason. Let me sit down. This is comfortable. For the simple reason, any condensation that develops inside there is going to run down onto the edge of the bed and get soaked up and blah blah blah. So I'm going to let this puff up. I'm going to cut it to shape, and then I'm going to sticky back velcro the slats into place so they don't move around, and then probably maybe velcro the mattress to the slats so that doesn't move around. I don't know, it's all stuff to play about with, but for this evening I'm going to just put my duvet over the top of it, and then my sleeping bag, and kip on it like this because it needs to puff up over a day or two. It's not going to puff up with me lay on it, but anyway, that's this little job on pause for the time being. Like everything else, it has to wait. Let's get back to the spray hood. You may notice some continuity things here. It's been a minute. I actually filmed this weeks ago. Yes, I might seem dejected, and that is because spray hood. I put the brackets on, drilled them out, put some sticky stiction stuff on, let it all cure. It was all rock solid. And then today, literally half an hour ago, I've gone to put the spray hood on. It's glorious out there. I'm actually in Weymouth at the minute, spoiler alert. Went to put the spray hood on and something was misaligned. And as I've tried to force the bar over to fit it, it's just ripped one of the thingies out of the hull. So clearly it wasn't strong enough, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. So, well, here's a video showing that. Yeah, about that spray hood. I've tried. I re-epoxied it, I sealed it, adhesive, everything. And as soon as I've tried to bend it back straight, it's just ripped it clean off the deck again and pulled all the epoxy out with it. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but clearly I'm doing something wrong. So that's not going to be on this video, that's going to be a different video, because I'm going to have to redo the entire thing, which is annoying, but I'm going to have to bolt it straight through and maybe change the position of it because it won't sit right. Thin. Well, not quite thin, but almost. Yeah, so annoying. My bed is working as described. I didn't bother cutting the mattress because it sits there comfortably with it, and it's not picking up any condensation whatsoever, which is good, because the mattress is actually above the hull line, above the water line. I can't think. I'm frustrated about that spray hood. So I've come into Weymouth. You'll see all this next week or something, but to do a load of boat jobs basically. So I've 12-volt system I've done, or nearly done. Painting the galley. The spray hood was supposed to be one of them. You know, stuff that's easy to do when you're in the middle of a town centre and you've got shops that you can go and get stuff that you need from. yeah, so it's really frustrated me that actually, but you know, we'll fix it. I said I wanted to bolt it all the way through and put a backing plate on it and hold them down so they're properly secure and they're not going to go anywhere. And everybody said, don't do that, you're putting other holes in your boat, you don't need to do that. So I've done it as they said, screwed it in, and it's come off. So I'm just going to listen to me in future. Sod most of the people. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to drill it all the way through, seal it really well, put a backing plate on it. I'm absolutely exhausted. I have an announcement coming up, which is one of the reasons I'm exhausted. I've been doing a lot of filming on something else. I'm just going to have an hour's kip after I've uploaded this video. So now it's time for Finn.